everyone. This is Abhilasha Trivedi and it's my podcast, Knowing Universe. Thank you so much for your support, especially my Spotify followers. You motivate me, all of you listeners out there, to keep going, and I am not stopping. So today's episode is about the telescope. And why telescopes? I think it makes sense, isn't it? Because telescopes are the equipments which help us to see the stars, the galaxies, and the planets, and the dwarf planets, and the asteroid, and so on, and so on, and so on. That is only done with the help of the telescope. Why? Because we cannot go there. No, we cannot. Sorry, not yet. But I have really high hopes from us, Homo sapiens, and I believe in us. We will be there one day, but not today. So to figure out, the different ways how we can reach or how we can explore the rest of the universe to know more about it, this is the way we are working. It helps us a lot, to understand stuff. So telescope, tele means far and scope means to see. So telescope help us to see things which are really, really far. And Mr. Hans from Netherlands in 1608 was reported to be the first person ever to build something like a telescope, and it was a refracting telescope. Before I explain you what is a refracting telescope, I know it doesn't sound very interesting, but I'll explain you. Just bear with me, please. Thank you. And the other one was reflecting telescope that was made by our great Sir Isaac Newton. And in between, there is Mr. Galileo Galilei from Italy, who actually also made another very, very famous, because Galileo has a very special place in this field, and he also made telescope that was refracting too. Now, so two words we heard, a refracting telescope and reflecting telescope. What is the difference? What could be the difference between these two? The difference can be that it is based on refraction and reflection process. So refraction, I would say that, imagine yourself running on a wide road, and suddenly you are entering into a traffic. Don't you think that your movement will be constricted? It will be too tight, and you'll be moving very, very slowly. Yeah. Where on the other hand, what is a reflection? So, my dear friends, this one which I just explained, where you are running and then suddenly the traffic, that was a refraction. Okay, a refraction. And reflection is when you see yourself in mirror, you see your reflection. Correct? Sound familiar now? You see yourself, your image. That is a reflection, or on any smooth surface for that matter. So that is reflection. Refraction happens in the lens. Okay, lenses are something which you are again very familiar. When you don't see things clearly, if you are younger, most probably you cannot see things far. When you are older, you cannot see things closer. So that then you wear glasses, right? And the glasses are made of lenses. Yes, even your eyes are lenses. Interesting, yeah? And mirrors are mirrors. Do I have to tell you what's mirror? Yes. Can you live without mirror? No. Okay, we need to see ourselves. But at the same time, the refraction and reflection, it teaches us something. Refraction teaches us that, we should bend our ways when the life is not that simple, open, smooth, welcoming, and keep on going. Don't stop ever. And reflection shows us that we should look at ourselves every day, because our reflection is teaching us how to behave every day. So much from physics. Can you believe that this all information is coming from physics? Okay, coming back to our topic, that is about the telescope. So the telescope tells you that, how to look at the things and how we can know more about universe. And why it is important? It is important because that help us to understand our origin, what could be the future, and how we can make our present really good. Yeah, that's what I feel. It's about that. Now, refracting telescope, reflecting telescope, I explained you these two. Are there any more types? Yes, there are a few more types. Radio telescope actually explained. It worked basically, it had a special type of antenna and it worked on radio waves. Radio waves are a type of waves which is the part of the electromagnetic waves. Okay, that is, I think, is good enough to understand. Radio waves, okay, the radio you use, FM radio or AM radio, they also work on the radio waves. And radio images, radio waves can be turned into images, and that did help a lot during a period of time. And then next is the current one, that is infrared telescope. And that, my friends, has helped us to understand a lot of things around us. You know, you have heard of Hubble's telescope, correct? Hubble's was Hubble's was very important. It's, when you look at the pictures coming from, like NASA or any kind of video, you will find a big gray object and very quietly, with all its gravity and a personality, I would say, is moving around. That's the Hubble's telescope. But at the same time, currently on December 25th, 2021, there is another telescope which was launched, James Webb Space Telescope. And that is also infrared. The major difference between Hubble's and the JWST would be that Hubble's was closer to Earth and the JWST Webb Space Telescope, it revolves around the sun. So we are hoping for a better picture and better quality of stuff, information for us, so that we can, know more information. That is a basic idea of the telescope. So what I told you here about the different types of telescope and how we have moved, and the recent most, we are as a human being, as a humanity, as a tribe, we are very excited with the recent most telescope. That's the James Webb Telescope. And the breakthroughs as they are coming every day, we will be updated, and we will have new opportunities, not work opportunities, but knowledge. Okay, that is very important part of our life. And I think this is enough for us to understand. And I am not going to just finish the topic here, like we will talk about it. The basic idea of the podcast is to have, one introduction, and then maybe we can build on those topics. And not just knowing the planets, about name of the planets is not about knowing universe. It's much more bigger than that, because universe is us, and us, we are living organisms. So it is very much interconnected. And that's what I believe, and that's what my opinion is. So I'll keep updating you about new things every day and a little knowledge about science. I hope you are enjoying it. So keep writing me on abhilashapodcast@gmail.com. That's my email address. This will be in the description as well. And be your own guru. Yes, my another mantra. Have fun. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Come back again next week. Take care, all of you. Bye.